start out by pretty much giving you guys a small story about myself. Grew up on the west side of Chicago. I'm a father of 7 kids. I have a wife. Her name is Constance. She's with me tonight. Growing up on the west side of Chicago, single family home. My mother, her name is Regina Little. She pretty much had a rough life, I would say. She was on drugs for most of my life, I would say for at least 20 years. She's clean now. My oldest son is 22. His name is Melvin. My next son is 17. His name is Mayan. My next son after that is Jalen. He's 17 as well, 6 months apart. Yeah, a little rough story, yeah. My next son is 15. His name is Ramel. I have a 10-year-old daughter named Amaria. Also have a 4-year-old daughter named Kaylee. And the last of the Mohegans, Micah. See? His name is Micah. He's 1. I sit back and I look at my kids and I see the energy that they have in them. Especially my 1-year-old. You know how 1-year-olds are, they can barely talk. They don't even know what's going on. They're just all over the place, eating everything that they can lay their eyes on, you know. And I pretty much admire him. I admire him because he's not influenced yet by the world. And you guys know what I mean when I say that. And it's a beautiful thing to sit back and see him at 1 year old, not knowing what's going on, barely know how to talk. Know how to say mom, dad, knows how to say his sibling's name. But when it comes down to knowing what's going on, he's not aware. But he's in a happy place. You know, you see him every now and then, he's smiling. You know, the only time he's crying is when he's going to eat something. But I want to talk to you guys about facts. And the fact, this is my acronym of fact. Each letter, stands for something. First letter in facts is F. It's all about faith. Believing in yourself. We all know what faith is. It's something that you believe in. Irregardless of what's going on, it's something that you believe in. You believe when you got up this morning, you believe that when you ran the water on your toothbrush, you put the toothpaste on and you was able to brush your teeth this morning. That's faith. Believing in yourself. When it comes down to having faith and believing in yourself, you have to, for the most part, shut out the outside. You have a number of naysayers. They will tell you what you can and can't do. But at the end of the day, how many times do they tell themselves what they can and can't do? So it really doesn't matter what the naysayers say. What matters is what your heart is telling you. When you believe in something, when you have a desire for something, you go for it. You don't turn around, you don't stop for nothing. There are times when, we're on our road to success, following our desires, following our heart. And sometimes it's like, when is it gonna come? When is it gonna come? You don't wanna rush time. I've always been told, and not to say that people read the Bible, not to get into a religious thing or nothing like that, but I was told that God never comes when you call, but he's always on time. That's a real true saying. Whether you believe in God or whether you believe in the energy of life, it doesn't come when you call, but it's always on time. You have to have the faith. You have to believe. If you don't believe and if you don't have the faith, you're going to miss it because it's going to come. It's guaranteed to come. That's how life is. Life gives us what we want. That's guaranteed. Everybody wanted to be here tonight. Your want, your desire, your belief, your faith is what got you here. Fear. You have to put fear in the back seat. Put it in your back pocket. Throw it away. Because it means you're no good. It won't help you. It won't push you to that next level. Beyonce got a song out with her husband, and it's from the soundtrack. And the name of the song is Move Forever. And she has a verse in there, and the verse, I'm paraphrasing, and it says, my fear can't go where I'm about to go. When you want to move forward, you can't take that fear with you. It won't let you go. Fear is all in the mind. Most of the time when fear comes up, it's because of something that your mind is trying to show you and your mind is trying to tell you. You can't listen to that. Because the minute you listen to that, you're going to take a couple of steps back. You don't want to go back. You want to go forward. You got to follow your heart desire. You have to continue to believe and continue to have faith in yourself. Find something to have faith in. If you don't have faith in yourself, find something to have faith in. Your kids, your grandmother, your grandparents, somebody. Find something. Because at the end of the day, whatever you want, you will receive. You're going to get it. Guaranteed you're going to get it. There's no doubt in my mind that we won't receive what we ask for. It mentioned Jesus said it. I don't know if everybody here believes in Jesus, not to question your beliefs, but even Jesus said it. Asking, you shall receive. Knocking, the door shall be open. Seeking, you shall find. That's the truth. That is the truth. I grew up a gangbanger on the west side of Chicago. I've been to jail twice. I've been to the joint. I've been to boot camp. I told you guys I got 7 kids. I wanted to be a mechanic at my job for 10 years. My co-worker's here tonight. She'll tell you, he's a mechanic. I'm a chief union steward at my job. These things that's going on with me in my life, when I look back at my life, these are the things that I asked for. I wanted a family and kids in a house at the age of 9 and 10 years old. I never forgot that. Whatever we want in life, we will receive. There's no doubt about it. The next thing is attitude. Hey, you want to check your attitude. You want to make sure that your attitude is upbeat for the most part. You don't want to allow the people that's on the outside that has crazy things to say about you to drive your emotions, to control your attitude. You don't want that. That gets you nowhere. All that does is push you back again. Your attitude, from what I was told I heard it from Steve Harvey for the first time. Your attitude determines your altitude. And that's the truth. Nobody wants to deal with a person with a bad attitude. Who wants to deal with that? You don't even want to deal with yourself when you got a bad attitude. So you got alone dealing with somebody else. The attitude is very important that we check ourselves. We have to put our ego in the back seat. We have to. Because our ego will control our attitude. Our ego will make us feel like we're untouchable. Our ego will make us feel like we don't have to listen to nobody. Our ego will make us feel like we're on the island all alone. It's me against the world. When in fact, that's not true. It's not you against the world. It's you with the world. We are the world. Money don't make the world go round. We do. These things that's created out here are created for us. We're not created for these things. But yet, we allow these things to drive us. We allow these things to take us and control our mind. But these things don't take us to the next level. These things have us thinking about it. Cars, clothes, being a celebrity, being rich. Who don't want to be rich, right? But the fact of the matter is, even getting rich and having everything that you want in life, when it comes down to materialistic things, it doesn't bring happiness. It doesn't bring joy. It's not true love. It comes and it goes. True love lies within. True happiness lies within. You want to check your attitude. Your attitude will show you that first. When you're mad at somebody, that person don't get your attitude first. You get it first. When you make a plan or somebody is talking to you, you know how it goes. We lay things out in our mind. I'm going to tell this person this, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. You feel it first. You see it first. And if we don't pay attention to it, our emotions will take us on a roller coaster ride. Because that's what our mind is telling us. Our emotions don't know the truth. It don't know what's reality or what's not reality. It doesn't know. All it knows is this: we're one body. This is one body. My mind is saying, hey, I'm mad at this person, or this person done me wrong. That's what my mind is saying. And my emotions are going to react to that. And when my emotions react to that, my mind is going to react to my emotions. And it's going to be a back and forth, back and forth. You look up, you're angry for hours for no reason. We have to pay attention to our emotions. It's very important. Our attitude will help us. It will help us. Pay attention to your attitude as well. Be upbeat. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add when you're angry. It's only a subtraction sign. We want pluses and multiplication signs. So you want to stay happy for the most part. The next letter is C. Control. Control your attitude. Control your mind. Control it. Because at the end of the day, this is my mind. This is my mind. Like, this is my body. This is my mind. So by this being my mind, it should do what I want it to do. It should give me what I want it to give me. My body ain't gonna just walk off the stage when I want to go that way. So my mind shouldn't think things other than what I want it to think. But at the end of the day, it does. And when it does, pay attention to it. You have to tell yourself, okay, am I in control or is my mind that's in control? Be conscious of that. That's very important. Because if we don't, we'll look up, we're saying things that we didn't mean to say. We're doing things we didn't mean to do. Things that don't mean us well. So it's very important that we grab control of our minds. Be conscious of what our thoughts are. Be conscious of what our emotions are. It's very important. Because at the end of the day, it's about you and your reactions. It's about you when you flare up. It's about you when you act out of character. Hey man, did you see Jim? Jim was crazy, wasn't he? I know. I don't know what was wrong with Jim, but that's how it is. You want to be mindful of those type of things. Have control over your conscience. Have control over your emotions. It's very important. Time. T. Time. What are we doing with our time? I was looking at a video on YouTube, and they had a question, and it said, I'm paraphrasing, and the question went something like, are you willing to learn? How much are you willing to learn? And when it spoke about learning, it wasn't just talking about school and education. It was talking about learning. Like if you want to be, I don't know, if you want to be an actor, how much do you know about being an actor? Reading books, looking at videos, doing whatever the case may be, so that you can get that information, learning. What are you doing with your time? Are you investing your time in the direction in which way you want it to go? Because if we don't pay attention to what we're doing with our time, we'll look up 5 years then pass by. 8 years, 10 years, 20 years then pass by. It's real talk. If we don't pay attention, we will lose it. It's very important. We buy a lot of things. We pay our money paying for a number of things. But how much do we pay attention to what we're doing with our time? We can go to work and do 50 hours and get that money back, but we can't get the time back. Are we looking up 5 years from now saying, man, I could have done this or I could have done that? But yet allowing fear to come in or allowing our attitude to take control over us? It's very important that we start paying attention to ourselves and not everybody else. We can't control people. We can't control how somebody else is driving. We can't control what somebody else is saying. We can't control what somebody else is, how they're acting. We can't control that. We're spending a lot of time and energy focusing on what somebody else is doing versus what we should be doing. Focusing on ourselves, putting that energy in ourselves, putting that time in ourselves. Because at the end of the day, we don't get it back. We get one day. There's no rewind. But yet, we spend a lot of time and energy focusing on other people. We have to let them focus on themselves. Our only real responsibility is building self. If you don't build self, how can you help somebody else? It's impossible. You're going to give them what you have. And if you haven't built anything, you're going to give them nothing. It's very important. The last one is S. Sustain it. Find a way to sustain it. Standardize it. We talk about diet all day long. talk about diet, I gotta eat this, I gotta eat that. But what are we feeding our brains? Like, what are we feeding our minds? Like, literally. Our minds look for things to do. So we sit back and we watch TV because we feel like we have nothing to do. We have dreams. We have dreams. Chase them dreams. Standardize it. Chase them dreams. What else you gonna do with that energy? You can't preserve it. You're taking it somewhere else. I'm supposed to be at work at 4 a.m. in the morning tomorrow. Real talk. I'm supposed to be at work at 4 a.m. in the morning. If I go, I go. If I don't, I don't. I think this is more important to me than going to work, to be honest with you. Amen. Real talk. This is my dream. I've never done this before. This is my first time tonight. I've never done this before. But I believe in what it is that I feel. I believe in this. This is the truth. I have no problem with talking with people. I have no problem with learning things. I have no problem with sharing information. That's me. That's who I am. I've always been like that. I want to share information. I want to see people happy. Genuinely happy. Not because I just bought me a new house happy, but because I'm alive happy. Like, for real. For it's a big difference.